with that being said, I'm going to show you the responsibilities of a small business owner on what they have to pay. I'm sure some of you guys can relate to this, whoever owns some businesses, in taxes every week, and how tedious it can get and confusing, and how easy it is to make a mistake, and what Paychex can do to help out in that situation. So let me use Joan, if that's okay.
Sure.
For a hypothetical situation.
Okay.
So,
Joan.
say Joan owns like a pizza place or a restaurant.
My favorite food.
You can't eat all the food, you gotta sell it. So, what is, let's say you have 6 employees, right? Now, again, this is gonna be accounting, it's gonna be a little boring at first, and you're like, what the heck's he talking about? But I promise, if you stick with me at the end, it comes together, so.
Okay.
So Joan has 6 employees, right? And she pays them, let's say, weekly, right? And let's say you pay them on a Friday, right? All right. So as an employer, you have the responsibility of paying on your employees' taxes and then your own taxes as well. So we'll start off with your employees' taxes, right? And you're responsible for 4 different taxes on the employee side every week. And those taxes are Social Security, Medicare, federal income taxes, and state income taxes. All right? Your Social Security and your Medicare, that's called FICA. I'm sure you all heard that before. All right? And your Social Security is at 6.2%, up to the first $118,500. So what that means is, if you make $118,500 a year, you've got to pay 6.2% on that, right? So anything above that is tax-free. Medicare is 1.45%. And that's a little different because it's not capped. So if you make $250,000 a year, you got to pay that 1.45% no matter what. Federal income taxes and your state income taxes, that's we figured that out by a W-4. I'm sure you all worked before. You know, when you start a new job, you had to fill out a W-4. So it's determined from your W-4. On your W-4, you'll see if someone's single or married, right? And what exemptions they have. All right. So from that, you're able to calculate what your federal income taxes are. So federal income taxes vary from 10% up to 35%. And your state income taxes in the state of New York vary from 4% up to 9%. So that's just on your employee side. Now you got to do your employer. So you got to pay the taxes for yourself as well. So employer, right? So you have the same thing. You have Social Security, 6.2%, and you have Medicare at 1.45%. Right? So this is what becomes interesting. The government, no matter what, wants their money. So they want a combination of the 6.2, so they want 12.4% every week. So if you on your withdrawal from your employee side, you've got to come out of pocket on your side to make sure you pay that entire amount of 12.4%. Same thing with Medicare. That's 2.9%. All right? So now you have to deal with the unemployment taxes. Okay? So there's 2 types of unemployment taxes. There's FUTA and there's SUI, which is your state unemployment taxes. All right? So your FUTA, you have to, is 0.6% of the first $7,000 for each employee makes, right? And you got to pay that per employee per year, which comes out from 6% of 7,000 is $42. So every week, you have to pay $42 for each employee that you have.